Yay.
I feel like I need better lighting or something. Oh, wait, I hope, are there people on yet? You
Oh,
think?
hey.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So I shouldn't say like how I want better lighting. So
Yeah, me too.
I think you look beautiful.
Chris, I can't even see you. You need to like light a candle or something.
I will get there. Hold on.
Yeah.
You need a diva lamp.
Yeah, that's for real.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
I need a makeup artist. Okay, so are we live?
Yeah, we are live. So we're just gonna wait till 9. I know people are on. We can't see them, but they can say hi in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Oh, okay. There we
A
go.
little bit better.
Okay, great. All right, guys. So as you're coming on, if you wanna, you can type actually in the box, in the little chat box, and if you guys can mute unless you want to say hi. So you guys can type in the chat box. You can say hi, where you're calling from. If this is your first time on, you can compliment us, whatever you want to do. You can tell us a little bit about yourself. So if anybody, it's looking a little quiet in the chat box, so I'll start. Hi, my name is
There's Christina. Hi, Christina.
Christina. Oh, here we go. Hi, Ellen from Lake George. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Tammy. So glad that you're on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're literally going to get started like right at 9, so 5 minutes. And if you have anybody that you want to invite, you still have time. It's really quick to join and sign up or sign on.
Click the link.
Yeah, it's great. Modern technology is pretty great. So I'm excited to do this. And I'm excited to hear Christina and Chris' story as well. Hey, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Yeah, excited.
Guys, say hi to my Insta stories while we're waiting. Whoop, whoop.
Ah.
Miss
Oh,
Rosie.
hey.
Hey, you're
Story.
not on, you're missing out.
Right?
Love it.
Guys, say hi to my. There we go. Who else is on? Hi, Joe. Vonnie's on. Hi, Vonnie. The random note, when you guys are commenting in the chat, just make sure you switch it to all panelists. If you have something that you want everybody to read in the chat, just click the little drop down to hit all panelists. Not all.
From Jersey. And guys, if you want to if you're an instructor and you want to let us know what you do, if you're a personal trainer or something like that, I want to know about you. Hey, Jen, how are you? Are you recording already, Jane?
No.
It says it's recording.
We're going to go back and edit this out.
Okay. Spin instructor, currently getting certification for Group X. That's awesome, T. I'm glad that you're doing that.
I want to take spin. Only taken it one time, and I want to do that.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
I still will take a Zumba class one day, I promise.
Strong by Zuma. Yeah, go, Joe. Good at you.
Oh, good for you, Joe. I'll totally take your class. The training is really good. All right, less than 3 minutes, we're going to get started. And then guys, some of you that are on, if you liked it and you want to share it with another one of your instructor friends, we're recording this as well. So whoever invited you on, just let them know. If you're wondering what comes, what I teach it. Club Metro where, T?
Oh, wow, Club Metro.
Union. Okay, you're not far. You're really not far from me. I'm gonna have to come up and see you. She's by you, Diane.
That's really close to me. I didn't know there was a Club Metro up here. Yay.
And Tammy.
Ballroom, an aerial instructor on.
That's
Ooh, nice.
Elizabeth. Evening.
Ballroom dance. That sounds fun.
So, Christina and Chris, you're gonna mute your computers right now until you come on, just so we have a nice, clean line.
All right.
So we're gonna get started in about a minute and a half. Aerial yoga was fun, Joe, but I prefer not to be inverted. All righty, one more minute, we'll get started. Diane, you guys got your hair done. It looks great.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Am I pulling up the slides, or are you?
I'm going to. So I'm actually just going to start to share the screen now so we can get started at 9 o'clock on the dot. So
Awesome.
here we go. We have our little. All right.
Awesome.
Can you see that okay?
I can see it. Amazing. So you're doing all the buttons. This is amazing. I love it.
I'm doing the buttons.
I really love that picture of you. I feel like you're like CJ. You can be any hair color.
You know, my hair color changes like my personalities.
Oh my gosh, that was really funny. Really funny. Hi, Dee. Hi, Danielle.
It's
Happy to
8
have you
o'clock.
on. Okay, 9 o'clock on the dot. We are going literally to get started. Like I said, we're really cognizant of your time, so just give us the next half hour to be present and just to really be open, guys. That's the one thing that I want to say to you about this presentation. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, and then we're going to really get started. My name's Tara Romano. I've been in the fitness industry for, oh my gosh, like 18 years, which I told somebody today, and they're like, really? You don't look old enough. And then I gave them a big hug. I've taught everything and anything, and right now my passion is dance. But at the time, 8 years ago, when my sister introduced me to this program, she actually gifted it to me for Christmas for 2 reasons. Number one, I wanted nothing to do with what she was selling me, and number two, I couldn't afford it. At the time, I was, I guess I was just 31. I was going to school, went back to school full-time for health and phys ed. I was bartending full-time, and I was teaching like a ton of fitness classes. And I just didn't look the part. I was always anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds overweight. I would like run on Dunkin' Donuts, like no pun intended. Like I would have extra large Dunkin' Donuts coffee, so light and sweet that when I sipped the drink, I could chew the sugar in the straw, like disgusting, right? Then I would teach 3 classes after being in school all day and go to 7-Eleven and get a pre-made sandwich with a bag of chips. I kid you not. Like I was just like a very do as I say, not as I do. So my sister gave me the program, and my results were legit amazing. And for me, in 2 weeks, like I noticed the big difference. And now, like 8 years later, I look better now than I did back then. But today, like we're going to briefly share to you about the products. But what I really want to share with you is about the business, because aside from the products changing my life, the business, like of network marketing is really amazing. And when I used to hear that word network marketing, I got like this uncomfortable feeling. And I don't know if any of you can relate, but I know now it's because I wasn't educated on what it was. And the reason I finished school for health and phys ed. I couldn't find a job for 2 years. And my sister kept asking me, do the business. I'm like, leave me alone. So I finally said yes to the business because I didn't want to bartend anymore. And I was sick of teaching, running up and down 2 different counties, like struggling. And I was 33. Like, and for me, I just felt like I should have been farther ahead. And so that was my dive into learning about this business opportunity. And hence why I'm literally so passionate about the business as I am about the products and teaching fitness classes. So we are going to go and talk a little bit about so much. So I'm going to ask you, you can answer these questions in your mind. You can write them down on paper. But like, what is your normal? And when I'm asking that, I want you to think like, what is your normal right now? So like my normal back then was like, you know, up at 6 and not home till like, you know, sometimes even like 2 or 3 in the morning if it was on a day that I was bartending, and then waking up teaching fitness classes and doing it like all weekend. And I never had a day off. I missed a lot of family events. So like that was my normal. And I just knew that like I didn't want that to be. And I was like, when is this going to end? Like I was really like, what's the word I'm trying to use? Like, I applied for so many jobs, went on interviews. I was really excited about them and I just never got the job, and I was still bartending. So I knew something needed to change. So, and it doesn't allow you to live your ideal life. And like, again, back then it did not let me do that. And so that was like, you know, like when the feeling of what you're doing gets bad enough, like that you're almost like forced to change. And I thank God for my sister because she helped force me. All right. So Okay, and a scale of 1 to 10. Now, this was really important for me because, like I told you guys, I was a very much do as I say, not as I do. So on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, how would you rate your health? So like, I know how to create 4 to 6 healthy meals, right? But like, I didn't have the time to do it. And that was my excuse. And a lot of people don't have the time to create 4 to 6 healthy meals, sit down and eat them. So like, that's why I was grabbing a 7-Eleven sandwich. That's why I was skipping meals. That's why I was grabbing like, you know, sugary coffees because it like at the time it helped me. So, and I want you to think about this, in the next 90 days, like what would you change about your health? And anytime I talk to somebody about this program, I let them know it's not a quick fix. Like this is truly a lifestyle change. And it took me like almost 30 years of my life to figure that out. Like, and I don't know about you guys, but I was a yo-yo dieter. I've tried everything and anything. And I always like fluctuated between that 10 to 20 pounds up and down literally in my entire life. And it wasn't until my early 30s when my sister approached me with this program that like, I not only lost weight, but I've kept it off ever since. And like, for me, like that's huge. And now this is, to talk about your clients, because we're all fitness professionals here, right? How would you rate your clients' health? Because I know that I would have clients coming into my classes 3, 4, 5 days a week, working out so crazy hard and just, they were like still the same. And you guys all know that has everything to do with nutrition. So, you know, like I knew that it helped me. So why would I not share it with them? And, okay, yeah. So I had already asked you that, like, do they come to you after class? Like, what is it that you do? Like, you know, like, how did you get so fit? So it really goes hand in hand, health and fitness with nutrition. Like it just, with what we do in this platform, it goes hand in hand. Like you can't have one without the other. It's just, it's like in terms of nutrition, you can't like out-work out, right? Like you guys know what I'm saying? Like you can't work out too much to like, to like eat all the nachos that you want. And at one point in my life, in my 20s, I probably could have, but. So now the main reason of this webinar is to talk about the business and the financial situation. So I remember adding, like I would stand behind the bar, right? And I would like on a slow Tuesday in the afternoon when I work 12 to 5 and make $40, I would stand behind the bar and I would like add up Sunday, I would write Sunday through Saturday. And then I would add up like how much money I was going to make bartending, how much money I was going to make with my fitness classes. And then I would add up like the bills that I had and see what I would have left over. So like right now, how would you rate your financial situation? And I knew like, I was like going into my early 30s. I'm like, this is not what I want. I was like, you know, like I don't want to work till 2 a.m. anymore and count my, like have to like count and see if I'm going to have any extra money. And again, just like I asked about the health, like what would you, like what would you change about your financial situation in the next, 90 days? The greatest thing about this program, I mean, there's so many amazing things, and we're briefly going to go over everything. And if there's ever a question, just make sure you get with the person that invited you here. But like weight loss, it's, like a $15.9 billion industry. Like everyone is looking to lose weight, I feel like all the time. And like I said, this was the first time in my entire life that I not only lost weight, but I kept it off. And, January is, I feel like, the biggest time where people want to lose weight, but honestly, all year. Let's talk about energy. Like between all the energy drinks, the energy shots, like the coffee, and I love coffee, but like when we try all those things, they wind up making us crash. But like it's a $121.1 billion industry worldwide. Like people are looking for more energy and performance. Like, where are my Tough Mudders? People that do those fitness competitions. So like these are industries that we can help people with. And then health. One of the first things I say to every one of my clients, I'm like, you know what? You can lose weight on just about like on almost anything. D, did that come? Oh, D, we lost D. Let me see if I can actually pull this up until she comes back. Can you guys see that by chance? Chris? Can you
See
unmute?
what?
No, I don't see anything.
All right, I'm just gonna go back.
Myself, you, and Christina.
No worries. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking until Diane comes back. So we literally have solutions for everything. And one of the first things I say to my clients is I'm like, you can lose weight on a lot of stuff, like 30, 60, 90 days, but like, are you keeping it off? Like, are you sustaining that lifestyle? And I know for me, I was such a yo-yo dieter and I wasn't. and it's health first. Like, you can be a size 2, but if you're not feeling good, if you don't have the energy, if you're not waking up and not pressing snooze like 3 or 4 times, like, you know, what is that size 2, 4, 5, 6 going to do for you? So I think it's just really, really important to know that. And then healthy aging, like, everyone's like looking to look good, feel good. So, and I know we don't have a visual right now, like for the slides, but, you know, actually, like, you know what, maybe we'll bring you guys on to share, Chris, maybe I'll bring you on to share your story real quick until Diane comes back on. So I'm going to stop right there. And actually, I'm going to bring Chris on to share his story. So Chris Chris is an Orange Theory fitness trainer and a personal trainer. And I'm going to let him just share his story, and I'm going to mute.
Thank you so much, Tara, for that marvelous introduction to what we do. I really appreciate it. So I was introduced to Isagenix in 2014, going into the fall time. I actually started at the beginning of August. So I was just really lacking energy. I was lacking performance in the gym. And like Tara just said, the alarm was constantly going off for me, like snooze, snooze, snooze 4 or 5 times in a row every single day. At the time, I was training for a physique show, something I had gotten into earlier that year. And I'd already done one show, and I knew I was really lacking, you know, that energy and that feeling of, you know, wanting to bounce around. And it was hard mentally, emotionally, physically. It was really difficult. So once I started to use the products, everything started to change. My meal prep was still pretty good, but it was a little bit less. You know, I didn't have to spend so much time, so much money, buying so many different things, because I did have access to a couple of high quality protein shakes, which still fit into what was required for my meal prep. So that made things a lot easier. And then the alarm stuff started going away, the energy started going up, and I started to feel a lot better. That show came up in the end of September. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, Isagenix helped me win it or, you know, did anything specific, but I did end up winning that show and got a pro card, which was awesome. You know, I worked hard for it, but at the same time, I felt a lot better than I did that previous one. So right away, I knew the products were great. That was my first ever experience. But rewind a little bit, I did say no twice to the program. You know, I was just mentally just not ready. So those of you who have heard of it, sometimes you're just not ready, but you're ready when you're ready. So that was my situation. As a trainer, as a coach, your clients are always looking to you for guidance, right? So as that professional, we want to see the clients getting results. And you can't be there with them 24 hours a day. You can't always help them meal prep, or, you know, if you're giving them guidelines, you can't always do it for them. So Isagenix 30-day programs make it super simple for a client to follow. So at that time, I was still doing a lot of one-to-one training before I got into, you know, coaching with Orange Theory. So I had a lot of clients, and putting that together, you know, they saw me, how I felt, they saw my energy, they saw my results, and they were super interested because it made their life a lot easier as well. Because listen, not everybody can eat 5, 6, 7 times a day. Not everybody can carb cycle or count macros, all that stuff. Makes it super hard for the regular individual. So putting this program together made it a lot easier for those clients. And moving forward, the business opportunity just fell right into my lap. I started sharing right away, and before I knew it, there was an extra stream of income that I didn't have before. So fast forward a few years now, with all the personal development, the events, the culture, I started to grow as an individual and as a professional. So forever grateful. You know, I don't ever start a day without a protein shake now. And that's because it's easy. So whoever brought you on here, shared this video with you, or has talked to you about the program, definitely get back with them, because it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. and it could be the best thing that ever happens to you. So again, guys, thank you so much for having me on this call, and thanks Isagenix for saving my life.
Thanks, Chris. I can totally relate with everything you're saying, and I agree. Like, in terms of like people just don't have the time, and obviously I agree. Towards the end, like you're growing as a professional, so I love that. Dee, do we have the slides, or should I bring on?
Yeah, we do.
Awesome.
So what's up next? I got kicked off for a second, so I just want to make sure I pull up the right one.
You're up with you're going to share the vision.
All right, cool, awesome. Okay, guys. So the vision of the company, and I'm going to pull up that slide for you right now. Just bear with me because I got logged out for a quick second. Okay. So the vision of the company, as I was trying to say before, is, here we go, is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. And in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And I know for myself, that is a vision that I can stand behind. And I know that the founders of our company, impacting world health is the number one. And then in the process, they want to become the largest health and wealth company in the wellness company in the world. So they're really putting their people first. So a little bit, I'm going to talk quickly about the founders. We have Jim and Kathy Coover all the way over to the right. They are literally icons in direct sales and the network marketing business. They've gone through the process of building a network, building their companies, and they are looked to from other companies as legends in this. And they actually came out of retirement for Isagenix when John Anderson, that guy to the left, came to him with these nutritional cleansing products. They just fell in love with the products behind his vision for what the products would do for bodies, and they came out of retirement and they created these Isagenix products. And then of course we have Eric Coover right in the middle. He's our Senior Vice President, Global Field Development, and he is also the person responsible for the START movement, which is ages 18 to 35. It's really making a movement and making this profession the profession of the next generation, and it's completely happening right now. Okay, so how do you know you're at the right company? Well, we have some stats here. We're always on the Direct Selling News Top 100. Most recently, we were number 22. We're a company that just is always contributing and giving back. More than $5.6 million given back to Make-A-Wish in 11 countries. Make-A-Wish is one of my favorite charities out there. So they're really focused on giving back to the world, and their cumulative sales have surpassed $5 billion. And for a company that's been in business for 15 years, like that's a huge number. And do our products work? Well, we are backed by science. We are on the leading edge of products. We have more than 50 full-time scientists, nutritionists, dietitians, chemists on staff who are always ahead of the trends and making sure that our products are on the leading edge and giving people the results that they want, they are looking for in a natural, healthy, effective way. So a couple of the products, and I'm going to go through them really quickly because we really want to get to the opportunity, just like Tara and Chris have been sharing. So we have the Isoline Shake, which is like one of the core products that we have. It is a full macronutrient meal. It has your energy fueling carbs, your good fats, your undenatured whey protein, and it's loaded with vitamins and minerals. It not only aids in weight loss, but also helps support lean muscle growth. And we do have undenatured whey protein. We get our protein from happy cows that aren't given they're grass-fed, they aren't given any steroids or hormones or antibiotics. And we also have an amazing dairy-free line. So if you guys in the chat just want to post if you're using the products, your favorite shake flavors, we have so many amazing ones. They taste delicious. Mine is definitely the chocolate dairy-free. Tastes like chocolate pudding. I love, and I don't go a day without these shakes. Cleanse for life. So cleansing is so important for every single person in the world. Our environment is just loaded with toxin, and our body just needs to get rid of these. So we have this amazing Cleanse for Life product. It tastes delicious. It's made from natural blend of herbs and antioxidants and plant botanicals. And what it does not deplete your body. It doesn't cleanse your body by extracting from it, it actually cleanses your body by nourishing. So we like to say it's like showering your body from the inside out. I always like to tell my clients that this cleansing part of our program is like the glue that holds everything together and really gets your results to stick. So I love, love, love my cleanse days. You get to eat chocolate while you cleanse. Like, what is wrong with that? Nothing at all. And then we have our Ionic Supreme. So this is literally nature's answer to stress. I love Ionics. It's made of herbs, botanicals, and adaptogens. And briefly, what adaptogens are is they're derived from plants, and they work to adapt to your body's stress. So a lot of people like to take adaptogens in the morning, or take the Ionics in the morning to help them wake up, because it's really just giving your body what it needs. Some people make it as a tea at night to help them calm down and relax. People always tell me I'm really calm, and I'm like, some days I'm like freaking out on the inside. I'm like, well, it must be the Ionics because I don't feel calm. But what the Ionics does is really just, whether it's emotional stress or physical stress on your body, this Ionics is going to adapt to what your body needs and help you rebuild. So I also really love to take the Ionics after a workout because it's really, really great for muscle recovery as well. So speaking of workouts, eShot. It is a natural plant-based caffeine shot. I know it looks like a 5-hour energy, but it is not synthetic. It's not full of all that crap. This is natural. It's plant-based. It has green tea, yerba mate, and again, the adaptogens are in there too. I don't go a day without an eShot. I take them not only before my workout, but I always take them before I teach a class block, because not only do they give me a lot of energy to get through hours of teaching, but I'm more focused, I'm more alert, and I'm just there for my clients. So I love, love, love the eShots. Again, if you love eShots, put it in the chat, because I know a lot of you guys are going to comment if you're using them. And then we have a huge performance line. I love our performance line. These are for anybody, pretty much everybody on this call right now, because we're all in the fitness industry. We're active, and this performance line is so amazing at aiding your body, through the breakdown of your muscles when you're working out. So we have your pre-workout all the way to your post-workout. Again, naturally based products that are going to rebuild your muscle and help support the whole process of muscle rebuilding throughout your workout. So I love, love, love our performance line. And our Isagenix athletes. So these are just a couple of our Isagenix athletes. We have Adam Thielen, who is an NFL player from Minnesota. We have a couple golf pros on there. We have a U.S. Team USA Olympic soccer athlete there. What's that called? The World Cup. So she's from the World Cup. So, these are athletes that are using our products. They're not paid to use our products. They're out there promoting the products because they love them so much. And another really cool thing about our whole performance line is that it is Informed Sports certified. So what does that mean? It means that these products are tested through through all the big sports, the NFL, any pro athlete that uses products and wants to be considered a pro, they have to be tested to make sure they're not getting any artificial supplements. I don't know what that sound was. Any artificial supplements, and they're really getting the highest quality products. So all of our performance line is Informed Sports certified, and it's really, really awesome to know that our athletes are getting the best of the best natural products. Okay, so I'm going to throw it back to Tara to talk a little bit.
I'm going to take it over. Thanks so much, Dee. So, and guys, that was like a briefing of the product. So if you have any other questions, like I said, you can just contact the person who got you on here. So you'll have to click a bunch, Dee, for this one. So now, like I had mentioned to you, and can you mute yourself, Dee? Thanks so much. So there's a few different ways we get paid. Now this is going to be I'm going to show you one of the ones that's really visual and help me. So you get paid a few different ways. Now, I just remember I told you before how I used to add up from Saturday to Sunday, how much I got paid. So as a fitness instructor, I know I started off getting paid $17 an hour, and that was on the book. So by the time I got it, and this is when I first started. So, and we know that it's not just that hour that we're working, like it's preparing for the class, like, you know, hours upon hours between music, you know, getting dressed, driving there, the time we spent with clients after. So like most of us, majority are getting paid like $25 to $30 an hour, right? So now we sell programs. We don't buy product and have it in our house and sell it retail. We literally sell people programs. They go to their houses. So it's really an amazing way of how we do this. And our overhead is we eat our overhead. Like, so if you're a business owner, a brick and mortar business, so if any of you are on this call right now and you like own a studio or something like that, you understand overhead. So like around $150 a month for overhead, like nothing. So now if I am selling a product to Joanna, I get what's called a PID, a product introductory bonus. So we work a lot with our basic 30-day system. We have, which is our like lower tier system. It's kind of like the bare bones pack. So if I sell this to Joanna, like I'm getting $25 on that one specific package. And then if I sell it to someone else, if I sell it to Diane, like she also gets a $25, I get a $25 bonus for that program. Now we have something really amazing that if you sell 2 systems within the same calendar week, you get double this. So the $25 then becomes $50. So you made $100 for the week. Now, I don't know about you, but it took me literally 4 classes to do that. So 4 hours, but not really 4 hours. I'm going to double that 4 hours. It took me like 8 hours between like going there, preparing, maybe even more. So that's really, really powerful. And then you can move on, Dave. We have another system too, which is our value pack, which is what we work with the most because it literally gives you everything that you need. So with the value pack, it's a higher bonus that you get. So I would get $80 if I sold it to Joanna. And then I would get, does it have the prices, Dee? Okay, $100. Sorry, I said 80. So it's $100 now because it's a new package. So if I did that in the same calendar week, and look at the math. Guys, that's amazing. So like I said, the value pack, we actually just, Isagenix just added more to it. It's a really amazing pack. So like your commission on that. And that's just one of the ways that we get paid. So that is so powerful. So I don't even know with all my classes that I even made $400 in 1 week, but like that's huge. I mean, that's not only your product for the month, but that's extra. So I just feel like that's so powerful. Like for me to see that visually. And I didn't even make like, I'm trying to think, even with, so for some of my restaurant people who got, or people that get paid tips, like it's powerful. And like, it's what your time is worth it. And we do what we do because we love it. Like I know now I'm at the point where I do a lot of it for free. I do fundraisers and it's just so powerful. So are you ready to redefine your normal? And one thing I'll end with before I have the last quote is, you know, I did not want to do this business. I didn't even want to do the products. And if it wasn't for my sister really pushing me to do it, like I'm not sure I'd even be talking to you right now. My life is very, very different. And now I teach because like I just want to. Like I don't need to teach because of the funds. So just be really open to like anything that you heard tonight. And if you're not sure about something, again, ask the person that you know, that invited you. But like, again, just be open to something different and learn about it. And that was the one thing for me is I really honestly need to learn about it. So before we go, we have one more story. Christina, who is Zumba and Pound. I actually just took Pound for the first time last week, and it was amazing. I love it. So I'm going to bring you on, and we would love to hear your story.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. So thank you so much for having me on. So before Isagenix, I was feeling just super sluggish and heavy and fatigued all the time. I was teaching Zumba like 2 or 3 times a week, but I was working out all the time, and I still felt like something wasn't right. So financially, I was doing okay, but as a single mom, I was always trying to find different ways to make extra money. I was introduced to Isagenix after miraculously seeing my now coach, Joanna's Facebook page. So I started following her, and honestly, I just really wanted to know what she was doing. She was posting all about nutritional cleansing and hashtagging it all over the place. And she was being congratulated for making some 8-star status. So I really wanted to know what she was doing. So I finally reached out to her, and it ended up being the best decision ever. After we talked, I decided to jump into both the nutritional cleansing program and the business opportunity head first. So after the first few days of using the products, I felt like this light bulb went off inside my body. I had this clean energy that I had never really felt before, and I started losing weight. So I then started to share my progress on Facebook, and I ended up enrolling 17 people in my first 30 days of the business. So it was like, hello, extra income. So as a result of using the products, I lost those extra pounds that were making me feel so heavy. I had more energy, and I was sleeping better, which is always a plus. So being a Zumba and pound instructor now, my energy and performance are like top notch. So I truly believe I made the greatest decision by saying yes to not only adding the amazing superfood nutrition into my daily life, but to the business opportunity. And I'm helping people, and just by sharing this, and I have to add that I earned a free cruise just from sharing, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful to be able to make residual income, and now I don't have to worry about finding side jobs to do to just make that money. So I can teach more classes for fun now, and I can spend more time with my little girl, which is super important to me. So I would have to say Isagenix for the win, for sure, all the way, 100%. So anyway.
I love it. I love it. Christina, I never heard you share your story. That was really awesome.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the trip. But guys, yeah, 17 people in the first 30 days, like that's a lot of product introductory bonus, and it can happen. And like, if you're on this call, like, I don't understand network marketing, I don't know how it works. Like, we have a great system that teaches you all of that. Like, the person who coached you through will coach you through this business as well. And the community is just really incredible, from the products all the way down to the business. So Christina, thank you so much. And Chris, thank you for sharing your story in the beginning. It was awesome. And you guys both, it's awesome because you both have different stories, but they're both just as powerful. So that's awesome. Okay, so I love this quote. Michael Jordan, I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. 26 times I was trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeeded. And I chose this quote because with this business, I feel like it's really parallel with our life. And usually we're afraid to start something new for many reasons, for what other people say, what we're afraid other people are going to say. We're not sure if we can do it. But like I always say, if I can do this business and succeed at it, and my team, watch my team succeed, and so many other people, like, I just know it's possible. And like, residual income is really powerful. And I invite you to learn more about it. I invite you to get with your person that invited you, and just really like take some time into learning, and maybe getting to another event or another webinar. And yeah, just appreciate you guys. Thank you for Diane, Chris, Christina, for all getting on. Thank you guys for your time on a Wednesday night at 9, where you possibly could have your favorite show on right now. But all right, guys, good night. Thank you.
Night.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.